Hello, welcome to Inspirational Communities, a public broadcast program brought to you by the Wairarapa Women's Center. And today we are in the studio with a new and upcoming band called Shuttle.
I'm Riza from MIS.
I'm Helena from Greytown School.
I am Zedric from Hadlow Preparatory School.
I'm Jet from South End.
I'm Finoska from Karanui College.
I'm Sol from Makota College.
So today we'll be showcasing our first official song, which would be Grey Skies.
This is the first time any of us will have seen the music video. So it's going to be a live on-air production.
It definitely took a lot of time and patience. One of the main things, like while recording.
So first, what we do is we start working on the song. So we work out the chords, the lyrics, and each of the instruments' parts.
Yes.
And then once we had gotten those working, we could start refining the lyrics. And then once we had something that kind of resembled a song, we continued polishing it off until we started thinking about the music video. So we went out to a piece of land and we filmed us playing each of the instruments for the song, taking different shots and cuts of it. Then we sent those back and we did a recording of the piece professionally, which was actually a really interesting experience.
Alright, for me it was definitely a first recording, like officially with professional recording instruments and people. So it's definitely a first and was not, not easy. It's very much a first for me and most people here.
This song is about war and what kind of happens in it.
Really?
Mostly it's dedicated to people who have gone through war and have been part of it.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's specifically a bit of a narrative about someone who, a child who is in a war-torn area and bombs, planes, etc. that force them to run into the woods, which is a recurring theme in the lyrics. I think at the start we were all pretty shy, weren't we? We didn't really want to do much, but we warmed up a bit and it was actually quite fun, just experimenting.
Yes, I agree with that, especially like when people go around messing with things, like playing interesting riffs and stuff like that. Yep.
You can't say much.
And that was funny. Yeah.
It was fun.
Yeah.
What did you enjoy most about the process, Sol?
Making more friends.
Yeah.
I don't know what else to say.
Yeah, but that is part of the whole thing of, I guess I should. So I'm Andy Eldred. We're working with Christy with this project, and the band is called Shuttle. So if you see Shuttle anywhere around, you know that's these guys. Do you find that that's something that happens when you sing, or you sort of get images in your mind and try to evoke that emotion?
Well, yeah, kind of. I mean, I don't like... Well, I do feel like emotions, but I don't really feel like I'm running through the woods, but, like, I don't feel like I'm just singing.
Yeah. Like you are conveying an idea.
Yeah.
Jamming was probably the easiest part of it, but the actual recording, like, the amount of takes it took really, lots of practice.
Yeah.
Lots of takes and retakes, because if if such a slight mistake, we'd have to redo it all over again.
Yeah.
And but although I haven't heard it, I can imagine the end result would be quite rewarding.
Oh, I've gotten quite better at bass because of it. It's been like fun overall. Wasn't too hard, but yeah, it's just been a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something for me that significantly improved was like playing with other people, because like especially when playing with like much more people than just me and someone else is definitely the amount of coordination required is something that we practiced a lot. So yeah.
Yeah, and also a skill that was kind of fine-tuned in the making of the arrangement was, cooperation, and also making sure that every instrumentist person's piece wasn't cluttered, so that when it all came together you didn't have something that was chaotic and messy, but something that you could listen to.
Agreed.
Run, run, running through the woods. I mean, it was interesting seeing how it all went together.
It was definitely better than I expected, to be honest. It actually was put together, like the film and the audio was really good. I'm actually being honest, though.
That's quite impressive because remember the audio was recorded completely separate from the
Yes.
music video. So that's amazing. Like, how did he do that? All right, go ahead. Another. What y'all think? How does it feel seeing yourself on the air?
Interesting.
There you go. It was weird. Yeah, I mean, like, it was a bit off time. Like, you could clearly see that the guitar solo just wasn't in time.
Yeah. Especially my guitar solo, like the start, I think I overdid it a bit too much.
Oh,
My guitar like went vertical for a moment.
As if
Like,
you're playing
completely,
a Shuttle or something.
Yeah.
It looked cool though.
it looks animated.
Very.
It's not boring.
Interesting.
That might be your signature move.
Maybe.
You might be make that famous. You may want to keep that. Definitely don't want to blend in with everybody else.
Same result.
I prefer blending in.
I prefer being unnoticed.
Oh,
Yeah.
Honestly,
I don't know what I think.
It took a long time, that's for sure. We were just waiting. It was about to rain, and we had the drums up. We did a take of the entire song with just the drums. We had the piano, just the piano. We had so there was probably around, if we probably did the song around 7 times.
yeah, once for each person in the group.
Yep, and another for everyone. No, actually, way more because we added each of the instrumentalists in when their song came in. So we did one track, so it probably would have been more like probably 10 or 11 takes.
Probably even more sometimes.
Probably even more.
Yeah. Something I found interesting while recording the music video is that faking music while playing it felt a bit weird. Like I wasn't actually playing most of the song except for the solo, and when I did, because I wasn't plugged in, it sounded very weird if you were actually there. So yeah.
I could hear myself, but it wasn't really the way I was expecting it. Sounded slightly off, and like, I guess it's like, it was fun though.
Pressuring. Like, you don't want to mess up, because if you do, you'd end up having to restart it all.
Yeah.
Like, for example, when I was doing guitar solo, I didn't want to, like, mess it up, of course, and, like, biff it all, and, like, have to restart. So, yeah, definitely a new experience for me.
Yeah. And Jet, you've actually been
Yeah.
you've recorded stuff before.
Yeah.
How did you find this recording?
Oh, this was way harder because I remember last time we didn't actually record the audio like how we did. Like, we didn't put it together like that. We just recorded it all at once.
Yeah.
So it took a lot more time, like this time, but it was much more.
Share the process of where we recorded. We're down at St. Luke's in Greytown, and you guys, we had the headphones and stuff. What was that like, playing through headphones and listening? Not because we're so used to playing live and having the bands working live. How was that for the process?
It was kind of weird because if I was to take my headphones off, I wouldn't be able to hear anything except for, like, I could hear my voice, but it wouldn't be very loud, and I couldn't hear any of the other instruments that I would hear with my headphones on.
It was really strange. Like, it was way louder. So, and the guitar was like mute or something. I just couldn't hear it at all. But yeah, it was. Yeah, it all sounded kind of
It kind of sounded
messy.
like underneath something. Like you
The
can.
end result sounded much better than it actually
Yeah,
sounded.
it was like kind of
while recording.
distorted.
Yeah, there had been
Jack.
some massive effects on that.
It was kind of good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Word.
Yeah, in the middle of the recording, when the guitars came in, I just got a shock because I heard there was it was like the guitars were shaking, or it was weird, and I worried that effect. No, it wasn't bass. But
Okay,
Are
continue.
you singing a solo or something?
yeah, it was really weird, and I was worried whether that would come out, but it all was gone in the long term. And when we heard the track, it sounded great.
Did you find that that was really interesting to sort of have what you had in your ear when you walked out of there going, how in the world is that going to sound really good? And then to hear when it's all mixed down and that stuff, so you
It
were
wa-
quite surprised?
It was quite a surprise when we heard it on Friday. I was thinking, oh wow, this has changed a lot. This sounds great.
I wanted to, first of all, say thank you to some of the sponsors of the project. So, starting with the Ministry of Education Gifted Learners Program, who gave this funding so that kids in the Wairarapa who have exceptional talent have the chance to take off and develop their own musical voice. So I really want to say thank you to them, first of all. And second of all, to the Carterton District Council and Creative Communities Fund, which have also given us funding so that we could expand the program to other kids in the Wairarapa. So my question to y'all is, as we about to expand it and invite other kids into the same opportunity, what advice would you give other kids that have never written their own song or composed their own song before, but they're also musicians?
I'd say if you want to compose something, you can't actually force yourself to make music. It has to come from you naturally, whether it's by accident or you just found, like, let's say, an arpeggio that sounds really good. Because you cannot force yourself to make good music, so it has to come from you naturally. And what I mean by naturally is, like, comes out of nowhere. It just comes to you. Don't know how to explain it, but, in my other compositions, I didn't force myself to make them. It just comes out of nowhere, then you keep adding on to it, so yeah, and that becomes music.
Well, you could start with a key. I think. Well, for us, it started with a note that we were hearing on the
Amp.
on the amp. In the first
Or
meeting,
B.
it was
yeah,
an
like
F,
it was the
Yeah,
echo.
it's an F, I think.
and then we heard a second note, and that was a B.
That's taking it way back. That's that
That was a
first
long time
day.
ago.
And so we started in the key of B, and we just
It's like, ah.
we started messing around, and I played the kind of the chord of B minor, and it started from there. And so we just followed with what everybody else wanted to put into the song,
Yeah.
and eventually it came together.
Yeah, that was the first day. I think the kids had no clue, and you were like, "What sound do you hear?" And it was like a buzzing or like an amp.
And then,
Something was going wrong, and you said, "What note is that?" And everybody called out the name of the note.
Wait, why did we do that again?
I have no clue.
Well, the point was to recognize that music is everywhere. It's, that music at its very basic element is just vibration. And when those vibrations, like even as you pound on the table, if you break it down, there's notes, And I think that was what we were looking at, is like how you pull the music down, you can be inspired even by the buzzing of an amp.
Because when we had the auditions for the group, I think you played in the audition an original composition.
Oh, yes, one of my.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
You still remember that one?
Yeah, we should have brought the guitar in here today and played it. That's a fantastic piece.
I have 3 now.
He's got 3 pieces and a smoking guitar solo.
He's him.
Mike.
I've got a few of my own as well.
We are going to be doing some fundraising. Yeah, and
Money.
possibly some busking. We're gonna have a sausage sizzle and raise some money for the group. And so we'll have to let everybody know where to see Shuttle live next. So y'all could go to
Website.
it's youthbandwairarapa.com. You guys, to make a prediction, a positive prediction for yourself for the future. And one of the things that we did was write down a personal goal for yourself, like by the end of the band, I will have achieved. So it could be something
I
like
would,
that.
Get money or something like that.
Okay, get money.
Making that money.
I really want money.
Statement.
Possibly
Possibly
need money.
touring the North Island, maybe.
Jesus Christ. This ain't
That'd
no
be
bad idea,
awesome.
though.
Yeah.
That's a good look.
Oh, hell no.
That's
Gotta get the money.
No, that's actually a good idea, though.
that's a good idea.
What are
Gotta
we
get
gonna
the
do
money,
there?
bro.
Yeah.
Oh my
Totally.
You
god.
gotta
Make
get
more.
the songs.
But
Yes.
who's gonna
Gotta
be your
spend money to
songs?
make more.
People.
That's-
Well, so that's a good one.
We have to make a hit.
All
Yes.
right. Well, the first step on making a hit is actually letting people hear your songs that you make, and that's not easy.
This is just like it's only been like what 6 months since we've started, so we still
Yeah.
have plenty of time to go.
How many songs have we actually, like
Like
not,
s-
like
like
fully
Get
made?
into the
Like 6,
One.
kind of, I guess.
They're like in 3 different stages.
Subscribe.
The
You're like
second
4,
one, you have
like,
one that's
miles.
almost there and is missing lyrics,
I can't do that.
and
No.
and it's missing some like solos for each kid. And I think we're almost there with the second song. Yeah. So
What's the third one?
Yeah, well,
I don't even know. It's just y'all just jamming.
we have like 2.
It might be
proper
even more.
ones.
Yeah.
Like,
It might be even more. So now that we have one pretty much done and dusted, you know, we could work it out, but we have one solid one we're confident about. What are some tips that you are going to do and apply so the second song is going to be learning from the first process? Complaining about if I could have done it again. So what would you do next time different?
Maybe we won't have an intro that's so long it's a bit.
Yeah,
because
you
for
wait
those
like-
who haven't heard the
You
song
wait like
before,
5 minutes and
Yeah.
Like, although it's a nice intro, if you've never heard
It's a
it
cracker.
before,
yeah, it's
you'll
boring. Like
never
I
get
just
bored
wait for
quite
2 minutes easily. just waiting in the drum. I'm like, yeah,
So,
okay,
like-
when it's gonna start.
We'll,
Yeah,
we'll
fact.
have an
I just
intro
walk
that's a bit
around.
shorter than that.
Well, that's like the album version is long, and the radio edit is usually shorter.
True.
Yeah, that's the deep cut. The
We
deep
could,
cut
like,
is the
cut,
longer
like, 2
version.
bars out of that, then it'll be really good.
Okay.
Once you start singing, that's when it should really come in.
Yes.
Like it's like you just wait so long.
Because like
Yeah.
when it's like a cappella singing without the rest of the band, it starts to sound a bit awkward. But when the rest of the band comes in, it sounds quite
I want to
solid.
say, do you want to make a shout out to grandmama or somebody from class, something like that? Call out somebody's name.
Imagine
If any
you-
of my friends are listening, like Amelia, Maya, Ellie, or Cleo, then I'm right here.
Oh, thank you. What you gotta do?
imagine if
Well,
Yo, shout out to Disbel Harmony. Yo,
Cool.
he's listening.
Sure, Fatty Cameron, my bad. That's all I have to say. Oh, Batman Ryan, I love you, Batman Ryan.
I want to give a shout out to Leon. He shot and edited the video for us. Did a pretty good job, I think.
He's awesome.
Yeah. So
I like the hat.
thank you, Leon, if you're listening. If you
W
hear
hat.
this.
Oh, yeah.
It's you, Sean. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
how to say it.
actually
Wellington.
to say that all of the production pretty much comes from young people. How old is Leon?
18.
So
Jesus.
18 to 10, 11,
10.
10.
10.
So from 10 to 18, and it's amazing. It's amazing what young people can do when given the opportunity. And so I hope that all of our listeners out there will continue to encourage these young people to
Especially anyone from MIS.
encourage the young people to keep going forward and cheer them on as this is their very first venture as writing their own music as a group. And so we're really, really proud of them. Actually made me feel very emotional to just see how much they've done. And they always impress me. I just never know how they're going to pull all that creative and creativity outside of themselves. I'm always impressed. And so I want to say thank you so much. Y'all show up week after week after week, and mostly very good
Cedric, you cannot be
attendance.
talking again.
Very good attendance, and thank you to the parents for making this possible. Ride sharing and making sure that all the kids get to practice on time, and set up the band equipment and sit down. Oh, and before I forget, shout out to Makota College and to where did we do the auditions?
Shout out to Soul who goes to Makota College.
Carterton School, yeah.
And at Carterton School.
No, it's not that deep. It's not that deep.
We want to say thank you for allowing the children opportunities to use the schools as a safe space to hang out every week for 2 hours just jamming. So that's free and gifted to us, and we really appreciate it.
Where's a good stay in my ears?